rifle as well?
Okay, let me double check.
Oh, Pally?
Uh, we live. Okay.
My heart was already broken.
What we got? We got Camp Ocean versus Kiwi's Crusaders.
My countermeasures are ready, even if you
As
are
expected, take away Oxian's Viego and Mike's Caitlyn. Let's see what the last band's gonna be. Any things that you could ban. Great Comfort. They're gonna ban the Lilia from Oxian too. And then just looking to triple ban out Cheney, it seems. Just try to nullify Cheney. Try against I know a bunch of people have employed. Good evening, Scott. How are you, sir? Evening, Patterson. Senna. Is Mike's one of Mike's Friday off, dude. Alright there. See how we respond to Senna. Senna's something that you can definitely put in a tricky situation. You can give Senna an extremely hard time. Jin. Jin Karma. Very good lane. Does function pretty well into Senna. Very easy to get Mantra W off if you want the Mantra W or just W. Then follow up with the Jin W and you can put a lot of hurt onto Senna. Interested to see what support we opt to go. My CT scan, I don't know. We'll find out the results in due time. So I'm just glad it was quick, dude. On the back of a Friday, at 7:30 p.m. hospital visit is. Does anything bad happen? Just wants to go to the hospital on a Friday, dude. Play some League of Legends. Owen picked up, no surprise there. Joe's gonna take that into pretty much any lane and be comfortable. Able to lose with grace or definitely get crazy. By a car is crazy work. Both ways before you. Nocturne too. So 1, 2, 3. Interesting. Interesting to see. I guess we picked the Nocturne so they don't continue to squish Moxie in the pool. That's probably smart. It never hurts to pick the support late into the draft, despite seeing both bot lane supports function into every single champ extremely well. So nice to get last pick on support, contrary to popular belief. I'm going to see a Lowy taken into the Ornn though. So be an interesting lane, I think. I'm going to see Orianna taken away. You see the Nocturne. You know that Johnny's comfortable on the Orianna. Really smart to take that away. Deny a synergy and a comfort pick. Where you're going to be taken away for Aranos. Good.
We're going. People fear what they cannot understand.
6 Syndra last bands. Gonna take away comfort picks for sure. There's still a lot of comfort up. So Johnny is a really good Victor. I don't hate the Victor. You can guarantee gravity field with a Nocturne. Still some setup there. I actually could take the Victor away. So denying another pick from Johnny. Not hardest champ, so I'm pretty sure Rhinos is comfortable. Victor. Really know what his pool is. Interested to see how they round out this comp. Seraphine, really good pick actually with the on. I think it doesn't help their lane as much. I think they may struggle in lane, but they have the long range engage from on, which is paired with the Seraphine. So they actually have a really good engage comp here, especially with the Lissandra follow up too. See some nasty fights and a choke. Just to see how round the team off on red side though. Mumu. Pretty good teams. I don't think any team has like a crazy edge in draft. I think I would maybe slightly give draft to blue side just because I think their intention. I think the way you play it is easy. I think Owen doesn't mind too much about dropping some CS in. Only question mark I have this game: who deals with side lane? Because I think in the late game, Victor is going to be stronger than Lissandra in the side lane. Howie is going to be so. A macro standpoint, I think you've got to be extremely on top of keeping these waves on the enemy side of the map before we look for these big picks. Um, just the range from Victor is extremely strong. Then again, you have the Nocturne to help aid in 2v1 in the side lanes. Probably going to put that pressure more towards whatever side lane Lissandra's in, because kind of 2v1 Alawi never really comes up with positive. I'll let you boys in chat talk amongst yourselves this intermission. I'm going to grab some water and okay, I'm back. I'm back. Dude, I hate this. Is the worst part about it. It's 2 minute intermission. You just gotta blab on. Heads, dude. Get it, but like any predictions and no red side, blue side. I said though, I do slightly give draft edge to a blue side. Red side, I think, has an extremely good draft. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the draft. Um, I just think the more I look at it, they got strong lanes. They got really strong lanes. I think Alawi is going to be on in lane. If you just based off nameplates off, I think Karma Jin is more oppressive than what Senna Seraphine is. So I think they have a stronger lane there. As for Victor, I think Victor Cassandra is going to be relatively uneventful. I think once Victor gets Lost Chapter, he's able to just consistently press E on Lissandra, and Lissandra has a little bit of a rougher time just due to the small range that you have on Q. Um, but again, constantly have kill pressure on the Victor because you have this Nocturne. This Nocturne is a great pick and is a huge saving grace. So I think this game's going to come down to Nocturne's movements, how he maneuvers around the map, and what lanes he decides he wants to spend his ult on. Lane should be an island in this game for both teams. I don't think Umumu wants to path towards an on. What does putting on behind do? Absolutely nothing. He's still going to press R in a team fight and get full value. Same for the Alawi. I don't think once Alawi hits level 6 that Nocturnal is going to be able to do a great deal unless Spooky Action plays it horrendously. That being said, I suspect both junglers are going to path top to bottom, try and play towards their AD carries. Or that would be what I would draw an assumption with. But hey, correctly, do anything can fuck. Got a 50-50 split on this prediction, though. That's... What's it? Oh, no. Right. Interesting. Here we go. That's pretty good. We are immediately seeing both junglers looking like they're opting to start bot. That could change pretty quickly. Maybe they're just defending the jungle. Again, I think that's inherently a bad decision. Spooky action went round the fucking Orn merry-go-round one time. I don't know what possessed Joe to think that he could win that when Alawi has like a 3-second W cooldown. Hey, we move. Orn opting for the teleport ignite. Let's take stock of some summoners here. Whereas we have flash and teleport, so the extra combat summoner is going to be going towards Joe. Again, don't know if I completely agree with that, just due to the lane, but hey, that's Joe's main, dude. Who am I to question the boy? Again, oh, we did see Moxian decided to start top. So extremely happy to see that and think that is definitely the right decision. That definitely gives Mike the security he needs to just perma push the wave like we all know he does. Again, I think mid lane's a little more Lissandra favored until Victor gets at least lost chapter and maybe even his E upgrade. Once he gets that, mana's not a problem, and he has that range advantage on Lissandra, so I think he's really gonna take away some of the struggle that this early laning phase might be seen. Junglers on very similar pace here. With some good damage. Interested to see Rune's Cheney here. She did opt for the Mana Flow Blend. I've actually really enjoyed, if I take Comet, to an Axiom Arcanist. Gives your Mantra Q a lot more damage. Again, Karma is one of Cheney's best champions. Not I tell them how to play it. But this is a game I don't have to keep track of any sort of stacks. That's good. Games I've tested. We are going to see first back coming out from Joe. TP is going to be expended. Does still have that ignite. The action does have to still respect that. We're going to see the first gank coming in from Moxie, and Cheney is going to find himself in a bit of a rough situation. Just perma CC, not able to move at all. And on the opposite side of the map, we are going to see some action coming in from Joe and spooky action. Jack clearly not respecting the ignite. More action in the mid lane. Johnny forced to flash Pierre. He's going to miss the second Q. Spooky action somehow able to walk out. My right click isn't right clicking. Maybe wasn't perma CC'd and just couldn't move. Did look like they wasn't apparently. Oh. Go. Oh. Anyway, spooky action. Very interested to see. He actually was able to walk out there. It looked like he was dead for sure, but I guess grasp healing and W on such a low cooldown. Joe had no more juice but right clicks. It was not on the cards. We are going to see a really strong tempo back here from Mike, though. Able to get that reset off, get his boots, and be in lane to stop Ori Meow's able to get that reset off. So Ori Meow is on a really bad tempo here, opted to stay in lane, and I think that It's going to be a huge downside for this lane. They're kind of lane locked until jungler is able to relieve some of that pressure. But again, he's pathing bottom to top. He's just not going to be here for a long time. I would really like to see PP hold the relic shield stacks for cannon. It guarantees. Ooh, might be overstepping here. He's gonna take quite a bit of punishment. Does have Swifties though. Feels comfortable. Trapping in the top lane, dude. Who cares? Is this a kill, dude? Get out of this lane. I'm going to see ults traded here. Misclick coming in from Joe. Is not going to be able to find the kill either. And Spooky Action is going to come out on top of that trade. Joe has to be extremely careful now. Does not have TP. Does have wave pushed against him. This is looking rather dreadful. Not going to be able to reset. I think he needs Moxian to relieve some duty. First Dragon is going to be going over to Kiwi's Crusaders, though. Played by Pierre to spot that Moxian has probably hit that reset and found himself a free Dragon. Side step coming in from right. Moxian, on the other hand, doing what Moxian does best. Finds a window where he can go into enemy jungle, take away some of these camps, further pushing his tempo advantage. He's level 6 now, so I suspect we're going to see him rather active on the map. He's opting for little Valley, too. At least first time. Senna is Mike. Pretty sure he's one of the only people with streamer mode on directly. Is going to back that. Is going to leave Mike alone. Again, I don't think he's at any immediate danger due to Ori Meows not able to get that early reset off. Interesting that Ori Meows was able to get the wave it. I think that's just a byproduct of that bad trade that Mike took earlier and then just a lack of mana. It sucks. Scrapping going on in top lane. Phage first item coming in for Lowy, which is going to help him run down this Ornn. Movement speed increase on auto attacks. Gosh, I missed the days of Frozen Mallet. Anybody else? Trade coming in from Joe. Finding these little chip-aways. Did opt for Bramble Vest first. Did notice that the healing from Alawi was rather obnoxious, preventing that early kill. The 2 kills that could have potentially been top lane was prevented by that healing coming in from Alawi. He is going to be missed. This is a huge opportunity for Joe, and he smells blood in the water. Is going to miss. We are going to see the flash coming from Spooky. Ignite is going to be dropped. Again, we're down to auto attacks. Joe finds the kill. Really well played to capitalize on that missed E coming in from the Alawi. Finding that solo kill top. Yeah, he's on the hunt. Don't think he's going to be able to find it, though. Appear to be stacking the wave of and taking it with the tantrum, though. What I can see. Chapter has arrived for this victor. I think laning phase is going to be a lot more favorable for him now. Just has to be careful of this Nocturne level 6 that we have not seen. Level 8. Hasn't been able to find an ult yet. Maybe here. We are going to see the ult drop. Paranoia. We are going to see the fear come through. Huge stun onto the Pierre. Pierre going to find a counter ult. Pierre really low. Moxian might have to lick his wounds as he retreats to tier 1. No casualties thus far. Be careful here. It does not have flash. Know that Johnny does. Got a stack count in center. I told a lie earlier. 25, very low. I think this is also a byproduct of PP not using relic shield stacks on the cannon. That guarantees Center's soul. Trade coming in from Joe. Extremely proficient on this zone. Every time I'm super surprised. People keep giving him it. You see W land on Ori Meows. Doesn't look like he's gonna come of it. Take his stacks and walk away. Pretty happy with that. Slow game thus far, but we have seen a 2,000 gold lead amassed by blue side. I think this is the type of game they want. Just slow, methodical, let the center scale up. Play for these mid-game T fights. Wouldn't even hate to see them drop this dragon, but like they are wanting to contest. With Lysandra TP, I think they're opting to that one drop. When they don't really have the power on that bot side, be able to contest. Extremely happy to be trading for these souls. 31 now. 32. Seeing a bit of a PS discrepancy in the bot lane. Only 20. Doesn't look like a lot, but center to win lane. It's really good. We are seeing that combo we talked about. Victor not able to breathe if he walks more than 5 paces from that tier 1 turret. Really good find from Moxian and Johnny there. Oh. Back a little bit here. Where Moxian gets to punish Pierre. Flash is going to be burnt from Ori Meows. We are not going to see the pickup. Is going to be heal, flash, and cleanse coming out from the Kiwi's Crusaders bot lane. I can punish him. Oh, looking for Pierre now too. It looks like he is going to fall. It looks extremely limited on options there. You know, is going to come out. We are going to see some poke come in from Johnny. Johnny is a little worse for wear here. Auto is going to be cancelled, sadly, but Ori Meows. All the hands of Moxian. Just went from bad to worse. Dana finding a first item this game. Static Shiv is going to be the pickup. So, doing extremely well to be ahead on CS here, actually. A lot of that is a byproduct of the kill, but what's that? Oh, there's that boy Schmoovement for a second right there. And no deaths coming out from Champ Ocean. in this game extremely well. Again, Pierre in no man's land is going to find the deathly duo of Johnny and Moxian. Johnny has to be extremely careful there. Sandwiched by spooky action. Does have flash if things get a little froggy. He's going to be able to just walk out. Top from on. Don't know if I agree with this TP. 1 minute 30 before Dragon. Would have loved to see him just waddle back top. Already done extremely well in this lane. Now has to, I think, turn his attention to these Dragons. Really don't want to give third over here. Picking the 2v1. Finding a way to punish them both. Are going to see movement spot. Victor behind tier 1 is looking for center. If they find this, extremely good. Is going to be the TP gone. We are going to see potentially Ori Meows falling. Yes, we do. Cheney might be following. Good flash coming in from Cheney. Johnny, no TP. Is going to be forced to back here. Looks like Dragon is going to be extremely hard for them to contest, especially if Spooky Action walks down right now. That is the play, I think. Are going to see Moxian. Oh, there's a lot of damage coming out from this Hubris Nocturne, and that kind of thwarts off the Dragon, securing the first of the game. Really good way to clean that up. That could have been a little rough if they got that third Dragon. Been the constant threat every 5 minutes of an Ocean Soul. Expect. I'm going to start this up, and it is hard for Kiwi Crusaders to contest. Jenny finding himself in a really rough spot. Really good flank from Johnny. Great pick. Once again, Johnny's been everywhere. Flash coming out from Spooky Action there. Not fancy his chances. Setting up a dive top here. That'd be pretty. Bandage is going to land. We're not going to be looking at that, though, as Moxian is going to be flying in. Yeah, find himself in quite the 1v1. Oh, sadly not able to get that brittle proc. Don't think it would have killed anyway, but it would have been darn close. Second death coming in for Champ Ocean. Still a steep mountain to climb here for Kiwi's Crusaders. That score is 11-2, and that goal difference is ever growing here. Moxian again, smelling blood. Every time I watch Moxian play, and he has somebody he's comfortable with mid lane, he looks so good. Him and Johnny have looked so good this game. Especially in a rec league set. A rec league set just kicks it up a notch. Customs and flex mean as much to him. Again, we are seeing the ult come in here. Oh. Yeah, it does have the flash though. Moxian opts to try and follow. Flash down. Turns on Aranos. Does get hit by the W. And is going to get shut down to the Amumu. We are going to see a TP coming in from Spooky Action too. Trying to make something else happen. Unable to. It looks like both teams just going to walk away from this one. So I really need to crack this tier 1. Down to 1 health. Open up the map a little bit. Give Moxian a little bit more room for these ult. A difficult game here. Kiwis, Crusaders. They somehow find a miracle fight 30 seconds before a dragon, but the Champ Ocean giving them that. They've played this game extremely slow thus far. Now seeing the Sandra TP coming in. They know the flash is down. Moxie and all is going to come through too. Spooky action is going to fall, and that is going to be the third and final tier 1 turret falling. Never mind, they opt for the Baron. 20-minute Baron startup. Playing with so much confidence this game. Big mid-tier 1 for that. 6,000. Jungler not in sight. Definitely looks like they're just giving this. An early smite that could have. I see for the W.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Johnny is spotted. But Moxian never far from his partner. They are going to flash aggressively. Moxian is going to fall too. Surely Al, nowhere to go. Finds himself falling victim to Johnny once again. Eat this big shutdown on this. They need it to go to somebody other than the Amumu, sadly. Mumu with gold isn't a terrible idea, but we need somebody, preferably this Victor, I feel. Be collecting these shutdowns. You see the funny Dusk and Dawn item on Senna. Going Mortal Reminder here, I believe. Been a big fan of this build for the past weeks. Spooky action. Just fighting off way more than he can chew. Same could be said for Ori Meows. Somebody ban this Nocturne champion, I agree. Only level 15 hit. Level 16 on the on. Mike loves this build. Just, you know, you fall behind on stacks when you play ADC Senna, and I think Dusk and Dawn just helps you recuperate some of that range and AD loss. Just plays for super hyper scaling. Logging the CPF for a lot of damage is coming out from Albo. On this backline, 1v3. He's gonna put in the Lissandra Moxie and all. Spooky action though. Might be able to find a trade here. Take that too. Big shutdown coming under the Alawi. Iceborne Golden Use. Lovely wife bringing me some supper. Oh no, Mike is going to get hit by the Jin W. Does not have any sums. This somehow going to be able to walk out. Really good peel coming in from Johnny and PP Bandit. Got some crispy Korean beef and rice. ever. Ever growing. Up to 8,000 gold now. I also like to take my hat off to Mike and Pee-Pee, but he is gonna get caught out. This Johnny guy, dude. Johnny guy plays phenomenally. Double Moxie, nope, we are gonna see. On Golden is gonna get knocked up by the Orn. Not much Pierre can do to try and peel that one. Ori Meow's just tickling the Orn. Sadly, way out of your depth. As I was saying before they found the pick on Cheney, I have to take my hat off to Mike and PP Bandit. Found a way to nullify Cheney's karma. Isn't easy to do. Cheney's karma is usually the first band that comes out. Fair play to them. We really didn't see the strength in the 2v2 like we thought we would. But again, I think that's also a byproduct of a bad back timing coming in from Ori Meows. Was kind of lane locked for a good 4 minutes there. And also just Moxie and able to just realize that that's the lane he has to pass towards. So, well played coming in from that. Big name. He knows there's no more Zonyas. There's no way out other than the flash. Johnny is gonna find him. The center has done that job. I think this game's a lot more difficult if you don't have Moxie and Johnny playing out of their minds. Second Baron of the game. Going over to Champ Ocean. Great Lissandra ult to stop Pierre finding a way in there. Playing this game super safe. No margin of error. I agree with that, Mars. You might pick Kiwi's champ, but you can't replicate the same things that boy can do on it. Legion tier 1 here. They know inhibitor mid is gone. The ever looming pressure as super minions. They are going to find the pick here. Johnny taking a lot of damage. And Mumu is going to find him. Huge engage coming in here from the boys in blue. Joe just tanking history forever. Opting to finally punch it to destroy it. It's crazy. So much healing coming in from this Seraphine, too. Oh. It's online. Just take 3 turret shots. Almost dies. We are seeing 109 stacks now. Didn't go for Mortal Reminder and opted for Lord Goms. Is game done. Game number 1, going over to Champ Ocean. Extremely well played, very methodical. And for me, Johnny playing a perfect game alongside PP Bandit. Both played really well. Moxie incredible. Joe somehow finding a way to win that lane top. But MVP for me, game one, definitely has to go over to Johnny. Finding every flank possible, giving no breathing room to any member of Kiwi's team. So game one definitely has to head. Mike was on team. Mike didn't do anything for 40 minutes. That's exactly what he needed to do. In a roundabout way, he did play the game extremely well. Somehow, like I said, he nullified a Jin Kama lane as Senna Seraphine, which in my opinion should not happen. But again, we spoke about that in game. A lot of that comes to really good tempo back to get Swifties on Senna, and Jin was just lane locked for 4 minutes. Had really bad tempo that, and locks in, pathing towards the right lane. Camp Ocean looking like a first seed team. Not all that pretty. Give you your flowers, PP. You played a perfect game. 0 deaths, some really good ults that game. A lot of healing to keep your team alive, especially in that last team fight that On just would not die under tier 2. Big 5 gifted, dude. Huge 5 coming in from Generations R right there. Hold up, dude. See, Mars gets it. Papa 1 finds 1. Sea Dog. Ben Stouffer, version 1, and Funking Awesome. Finding themselves a nice sub. Appreciate that. For the 5. Team's ready, bro. Team by beef dish. There you go. Keep the hype alive. I gifted 5 and didn't even have a sub himself, dude. That's cold. Game 2 coming in here. Interested to see what bans we opt for. Cheney still has a couple champs in the pool. Might opt to nullify Cheney a little bit more. I have a feeling Moxian and Johnny after that might catch a few bans. And from Joseph. Joseph got an R like that? Something I'm unaware of? I was under the impression my boy Joseph just played Ornn, Rammus, and Singed. The only one that was feasible was Ornn. OP.GG. Get to that. We'll get to that, bro. Leave you me. Take stock in this game a little bit while we go through here. Seraph. Counter ban. Counter ban. Al plays Seraph? Yeah, I have no idea what Al plays. Might be Cheney. Or it's Cheney Zyra.
I have no grace to give.
You don't have to be afraid of me.
Go head over to Yahtzee with Buddies now. Reach the goals. Monster segment. I'll swap then. The Ori Meow's taking Jinx. Definitely one of the more comfortable picks. Milio in response. PP's Milio. Hold up.
You can't cage me for long.
Okay, see if I care.
Well, now I'm just mad. You have the heart of a weakling. I have no grace to give.
You don't have to be afraid of me.
I'm going to remember this.
Okay, see if I care.
Going.
What did I do?
Oh. I was muted. How long have I been muted for? Oh no. Viewership went up though. Fact. I was muted for that entire OP.GG review. Oh. Game's the game. The game is the game, and I lost today. I was eating, so I didn't want you boys hearing me chomping on it. Anyway, we see these teams rounded off with the Azir and Rammus. Call me crazy. I actually think Morgana mid would have been huge this game. Would have lost lane to the Azir. That Black Shield would have 1v9 late game. I had nothing but positive things to say about Torch OP.GG actually. Positive win rates across the board, really good KDAs, found himself in Diamond 4. Go crazy on the role swap, and Bard is the support of choice, but hey, it's fun, dude. It's fun. Okay, this is the boring part that nobody actually enjoys doing. Team who I like. I just think Jinx has such a hard time. Like, gotta worry about Malphite, or gotta worry about a stealth Twitch all game. And who do you have to stand in front of you? Rammus can't stop them because Twitch is invisible. Like the movement speed Twitch is gonna have this game with Annie's shield and Milio shield on top of ambush speed is actually gonna be ridiculous. He's gonna be gliding this game. I don't think Darius has any access. The only saving grace is blue side are the first to snap, Aramis gets a good ult onto Twitch. Milio, even if Milio cleanses, if the Azir Darius follow up, there's a chance that you can find him. If you kill the Twitch this game, I think it's a lot harder for red side to play. They're kind of lacking in damage profile on the back of it. I assume Mr. Joseph is going tank Scion. Malphite could burst one person, but that's kind of it. Nice quirky little team comp from Red. I think on paper, despite everything I said, I was wrong. Finally, let's chit chat. Let's get her going. Okay. Whoa. Talk about junglers. You have two hyperscaler bots, and you have a hyperscaler mid on blue side. Now top can play for. I think you can path anywhere. I don't think Malphite wants to path into his Scion at all. But I don't think it's a bad thing for Rammus to path into his Darius. But you have a Jinx. You know, if you have a Jinx showing on your team, typically. I've seen a bit of early aggression coming in from Twitch. I'm going to find Cheney. We have double shield from PP Bandit, which is going to give an extremely favorable trade. Already seeing the power of the stealth. Just got to expect that. Level 1. Especially with Milio that can shield twice too. You'll let you. Malphite jungle's good. Mike does indeed have streamer mode. Mike likes to think he's serious. Big electrocute proc coming in from Johnny. Let's see, we do see the comet come in from Cheney. See here. I'm a fan of these runes. A huge fan of these runes. Oh. Two members lagging. Pierre, obviously, because currently in. He reside? Yes, being. Yeah, a lot. I just. Had a strike. We're going to be taking quite a bit of punishment from Darius. He gets an item or two in trade back. Kind of grass proc though. I think the longer this game goes on, it's harder for Annie in the mid lane too. Similar story to last game. As a means of, after an item or two, Azir can really put some punishment to Annie. Did see that last game. Victor was able to stabilize lane. Range became a factor. This time it's attack speed for Azir. Favorable trades. Oh, it's just going to come down to what bar will go down first. Darius's mana or Joseph's health? Kind of what we see in top lane. See, 150 mana flow stacks already coming in from Genie. For those champions, it's extremely easy to max out the mana for attacks. Whereas I've seen Axiom Arcanist coming in. Additionally, I think Mana Flow Band is slightly better. Orimials try not to fall victim to the same things that they did last game. Was in lane locked without a decent back. Cheetah Recall did opt for the Cull. Probably didn't have full boots like they did. What happens when you play enchanters that both have shields? I'm gonna see. Oh, is gonna be forced to flash there. Really did not want to get taunted. Nick's been playing pretty good this series. Six coming in from Joseph. A nice trade in there. Fundamentals. That's on a level up timer. Which is all alone here. Might have to. Just going to be able to stealth and walk away. Any low on mana now. Again, Oxian up on 6 camps from Pierre. A jungler that isn't traditionally able to counter jungle like that. Oxian having a really good series. Same CS as his solo laners, pretty much. Interested to see if Malphite wants to put his ult. Wait, he's crazy? Down a level. What are we doing, Zach? What are we doing, bro? This is not a lane that Sion should be winning. I think Zach, that's 2 games in a row, has just disrespected Joseph like he's not about it. Yeah, not able to sneak a dragon in game 2 the same way he did game 1. Might be able to just walk out by the skin of his teeth. Inside, find themselves in an extremely favorable situation to pick up this first dragon. There's a brave man. That shield wears off, my boy. The guy of a century right there. Yeah, I just gotta be careful. He has his Bramble. He has full Bramble. You just want to be taking these short trades. Full auto WQ, walk away. Second you let him get his W off, blows that up in your face, so you're just losing that. I'm gonna see the flash come out, but Moxian is gonna follow with the unstoppable force. Big heal coming in from Spooky Action. Doesn't mean diddly squat. 0-2 in the top lane. I'm gonna see Grub start up. teams really looking to contest. Pierre is going to smite. That's 3 grubs in favor of blue. I'm just going to walk out. Teams hitting the minions. Tornado. Witch's escape is blocked off. Barrier is going to be popped early. Who isn't going to land? Oh, coming in from Jinx is... the native team. So curious to level 7. Going Q max second or E. Know what I do in this. Curious. They do a comet. And you recognizing Malphite is probably bot lane hit. Or if blue buff specifically is ward, but entrance to river is. Very even matchup here in the mid lane thus far. Again, an extremely slow-paced game on our hands, but we do see 4 members of Champ Ocean setting something up pop, but they smell something. Time are they gonna waste here to try and further develop this lead? You have vision of the Annie. Really good ward there to spot out anything. You may just dive. I think they have to walk away from this turret with the Malphite Annie ult. Nothing they can do. Really well played there for blue to spot that one out. Great ward. That just puts Annie, who was dead even with the Azir, 2 waves of XP and gold behind. And I believe it. Allow Pierre to a little bit in camps here. Find the enemy raptors, which is find a great deal, all things considered. See how much gold everybody's sitting on. Which has a nice back here. 2.2 gold is going to be able to finish his first item. Same could be said about Jinx when they get a reset off. Hubris Twitch. Interesting. Not a Twitch player. I don't know if that's the build right now, but knowing Mike, it's probably a crazy build. Well, the only action being in the top lane. Can you look at to get a roam? You do see Hex Optics first item pickup. We are seeing Dream Maker from the Janna. Don't hate it just because of the burst, but I think if you go in Dream Maker, you very Jumpers. On a little wide, really good Q coming in from PP. Arguably is the Q that saves Twitch. Could make the argument that after Taunt, Milio ult, Twitch flash, but really good bowling ball is going to save all those summoners. Big cooldowns. Re-engage. He's going to find himself knocked up. Jumpers are going to land too. Milio shields proven to be nuisance. Oh, Malphite is going to find 2. Anil is gonna find Pierre 2. Flash from Johnny is gonna find the stun. Bigger zero. Gonna be any casualties? Really believe they had the damage there, but Rammus W mitigating so much of that damage begs the question if they just wait that out, find themselves with a kill. E20 Aranos. Can kill Tibbers. Minus 75 gold or whatever. Again. Would really like to see PP here find a way to back. See if they have enough for Ardenson. We're in second game, huh? Herald. Went over to blue. 3 grubs and Herald. Only that Darius was in a bit more of a dominating position, like you would have thought. Matchup. Help I think a lot more to use, and this is what I was talking about. Aranos. No! 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 What are we doing? That's not the one. It's not how you play those champions. That was... Oh, it was cinema until it wasn't. A Moxian. Punishing. Oh, that was not pretty. And Johnny is gonna not live because we're gonna flash for that. Flashing for kills is Janet. Hate to be the one to question it, but don't know if I agree with it without having Dark Seal. Good tornado. Yes, should have abilities coming back up. Huge shutdown. All in all, 2 for 1. But that was fucking horrific. Pardon my French. You're just able to do anything. Good ult from Joe to find himself in safety. He's going to collect the wave. He might perish. I almost guarantee he's okay with that. But Missy's on the hunt. Al is going to be able to do synergy right here. He is good. Either way, that you find the kill. Big kill actually going over to Al. He really needed that one. I think that's going to make his lane even easier. Like I was touching on earlier before we had that rather unfortunate exchange in the mid lane. Is once he has this Nash's Tooth, is able to just consistently bully the Annie. Laning phase should get a lot easier. Any flash coming up, you've got to be careful. One flash all in could be bro. How'd I miss? His turret went down. Good find from Pierre. Creepy bandit. Probably gonna have to ult. He's gonna find safety, but that is flash and ghost. Big summoners. Great look from Pierre. You know it's bad when Darius gets full stacks. Scion health bar hasn't moved. Yeah, gotta be extremely careful here. Walking into the death push. Somehow, some way, did live. Very long though. Oxygen able to walk out. Is the Darius? Good roam from Zach, actually. Really good roam. Really need to start picking up these dragons. Denying the third dragon is actually huge here. Ooh, big snipe coming in from Orimeows. The only downfall is that might be tier 2 top fallen. All in all, we don't have the damage at all. Yeah, trying to hold him up. Knows he doesn't have flash. Just has to get in the way of the ult. Ali. Joseph wise to the idea. Walk on out. Any items before we can kill this Scion? I don't know if we can, brother. Really don't. Zir will be the one to put him down. That's for sure. Agree with Josh. Y'all seeing the 4-man conversion in the bot lane though. Good tornado to thwart anything off, but this is not a safe place to be under this turret. Cheney. Warning the demons. Similar story as Scion. Really strong on Moxie and Zeke's convergence. Is going to drop the ult on Azir. That is going to be the secondary ult follow-up from the Annie. Yeah, tries his best to interrupt anything, but to no avail. Which with no summoners or anything, relying solely on Milio. Flash Monsoon coming in from Cheney. Big ult coming in from here though. It's looking really good for blue. If they get unable to peel the Malphite away from the Jinx. Does result in a 3-for-1. Yeah, standing tall with 200 health. Lobby.
Team's turret has been destroyed.
We've been a nuisance actually. PB Bandit. Sounds crazy, but I think you have to go Mikhail's. I think you need a Mikhail's here. At the very least, redemption in the second item. I know he's going for that funny circlet item, but which needs just a little bit more. Joe. Little regard for his life. Finds himself in a bit of a pickle. And as there is going to get donated that kill, rightly so. Over under 26-minute KP for the ADC. I don't know, dude. I think he's third item. He's gonna start getting a whole bunch of kills. He's gonna miss. Which finding his first KP though. Big assist coming in. Quite a bit of damage dropped onto Cheney there. Yeah, hunting though. Ilio doesn't have ult. Does push it, finds the Q to safety. Never mind. Once again, Orimeow's finding the snipe. Oh! Oh, Maxiano is gonna. Oh no! Oh! Not like this! The ult does not matter. He is gonna pick up the kill regardless, but. These are funny ones this game. I feel like the quality dropped a little bit from game one on the side of Champ Ocean. They were playing near perfect game one. Regardless, they are up in gold. Positive trade. There's a hubris. Oh, is gonna go wide. Flash is gonna be used by Twitch. Sion ult though. They know they might be in a little bit of trouble. Not able to find that curve. Blow is gonna be applied though. Tornado was looking for the Malphite. Flash expended by Aranos. Meows though, he's gonna be able to find himself getting some gold. Well deserved and well needed gold. Two great ults from them. Finding the support. Yeah. Not afraid of anything right now. Has W activated. Looking to do some damage to PP. Aranos trying to follow up on that. PP again out by the skin of the teeth. Aranos is going to fall. Pierre is going to be running out. Dragon did indeed go over to Moxian. He once again. Sliver of health. Can't help but think he was in position there and it was a 5v5. It could have actually been a really positive thing. And this is where the Twitch comes in. He's going to misclick on a minion, but does not matter all that much. There's going to be 26-minute Baron conversion. The action is going to find bot tier 1 in the midst of this. I handle in to prevent the plate for any further advancement in the bottom lane. This is where I think Twitch, these 3 core items, is going to be able to just walk up and one-shot the likes of Azir, Jinx, Janna. I think we're going to be seeing this Twitch truly online. Milio, really strong item here, but would love to see 3rd item. Honestly, I think at this stage in the game, you can maybe get away with an Ardent Sensor. I do like Redemption. Twitch on the hunt. Rano smells it. Unfortunately, not able to do anything to prevent it. I mean, 4 autos till death. What are we doing, bro? Flashing for the Sion ult. Ori Meows in a bit of a rough spot. Is forced to flash. Good timing there. Moxian though. Smells the Jinx without flash. Pierre hunting for Johnny. Is going to find the taunt. Big tornado. Redemption to follow. Huge ult coming in. We're excited. What are we excited about? Not a great deal. Not a great deal, it seems. We're not excited about a lot. Pierre, though, tanking like his life depends on it, quite literally. Which joins the fray and the blue team scatter. Fortunately, blue side struggling to find a way into this game, truly. It's scrappy for a little bit, but the items hit. Aranos trying to find the Twitch. Big shuffle coming in. Huge shutdown going over to Aranos. We're excited once again. This time we're making shit happen. Spooky action. Didn't want the heal, bro. He wants to be in that Sion's face. He's gonna eat the knockup too. Flash coming in from Joe. He's gonna probably just be able to walk this one out. Honestly, might be able to kill Spooky action. Monsoon bringing him back. Ori Meows. It's starting to ask the question, am I actually hurting this guy? Slowly but surely. able to put him down. Dance on him, bro. Show him them moves, dude. Dropping a little fucking 2C slide right there. Sick. Yeah, I would love to see some sort of armor pen coming out of the Jinx here. It's a tough watch. Huge tough watch. We do have Last Whisper crit cloak, so it's gonna be close. Let's take a look. I think it's 950 after that. Yeah, so we're like what, 250 away. Really close. Or is it 1100? I think it's 1100. Either way, Cheney can fucking do the math while they're dead. And this is what I mean. You get those core items on Twitch, you're just hunting the entire game. Hard to ward against that. Hard to track. I will have to apologize as well. I did not have effective timing or chat. We do see 20 seconds. Finding that pick right before Dragon. Extremely good. A lot of wards off the map. There's Infernal Soul. You get this. Begs the question, is it winnable? Not sure this is a dragon to give. Yeah, agrees. Ori Meow sadly wanted the wave a little bit too much. It's just going to be Infernal Soul gifted. It's really hard. Again, Cheney is going to get flashed on. Really wanted that hubris stack. Redemption is going to fall. Milio might have saved the Twitch. Twitch is going to be able to walk it out. And sadly on the back end, Moxian is going to fall. That right there, that's one man you will not be able to break. Milio, on the other hand, got fucking squished like a pancake. Zion says, guys, let me work it out with him. Wish I had other ideas. For another snipe. Been able to find it. Does have Lord Doms. Found the 4 items. Matches Twitch's items, but I'd say I think it's rather unplayable for Jinx at this point. Unless they get perfect conditions in a fight. Cheney needs to relax on trying to get some of these wards out. And recognize that the jungle isn't safe anymore. Gonna drop the turret. It will fall. Yes. And the Rylai's in the Infernal Soul right there. Second Baron of the game, 4 for the series, started once again by Champ Ocean. Can't help but think that this Baron might be the one to end it. Which finds the pair of them with ease, cleans it up. Is going to fall victim to Darius. But he did his job. Oh, the IE finish now. It's just getting worse and worse. Kiwi's Crusaders. Ooh. Got some range. Some range on it. Xiao has no mana. Trying to do his best to feel for his team. He's taking a lot of damage from Oranos here. Without the threat of the Twitch. Rather playable. A little overzealous from Champ Ocean here. Pierre gonna do everything he can in his power to find a pick, knowing that Twitch was dead. Not able to find it. That hurts. Have this Rabadons? It does. Which again, no longer cares about CS. He's in the business of farming champions, not creeps. Wouldn't be surprised. He is going to clear the wave. I was going to say, I wouldn't be surprised if he just opted to sit in the bush and wait. Like I say, the saving grace is they pull the trigger on the Twitch. Twitch is in a spot above a hit. They might find it. They do. Arano's unable to find the ult. The shuffle to safety. Huge monsoon coming in from the Janna. I hope think they might actually be able to hold this now. Twitch just overstepping once again. Straight out of the Mike handbook right there. Get really strong and then int 2 times in a row. Knows he can one-shot them though. He wants the clip. He just needs to stand behind Joe. They need to get a Malphite ult onto the Azir, and then the Twitch can engage. And make this Azir scared to go in on Twitch. The only way I think they can... Twitch finds 2 of them isolated. He's going to kill them regardless, but... In a 5v5 situation like that, Azir's the only threat. It's the only one that can start pumping damage on these frontliners. Severely outranges Annie, so it's hard for Annie to be able to walk into him too. Verdant barrier picked up now makes that extremely difficult, but 20 seconds on this Elder, I can't help but think that this is going to be the last fight of the game. Yeah. Smells a rat! They are going to get the flash ult coming in from Moxion to distract them while Pierre works on the Twitch. Moxion is going to fall. Big Scion ult is going to find the Jinx. Spooky Action finds himself in no man's land. Is going to get flashed on and die. I don't think the turret's going to mean a great deal. Flash ult coming in from Aranos. Ion is still alive. Oh, that is going to be all she wrote, folks. Yeah, found a really good look, but Moxion knowing exactly what he needed to do, flash and just cause a distraction while Twitch works his way through the Rammus's health bar. Really good awareness from Moxion to realize that he just had to hit that go button. If he didn't, and they were able to convert on the Twitch, it was looking a little bit dire. I mean, Twitch did have flash, so it was definitely maneuverability. Good play nonetheless from Moxion. Yeah, the fight was kind of close, all things considered. Once Moxion fell, there was definitely potential, but... It's super tough. Yeah, really good game. Oh... I think it has to be Johnny or Moxion. I think Johnny played extremely good game 1. I don't think that can go. Sal's coming in the booth. Okay. I'll finish that thought. And add Joseph. He's out. Do I need to pull him in? Anyone coming? Do I need to pull them in? Let me know. Oh,
How we doing? How we doing?
doing great, mate. How are you?
I'm doing great. I just came off of a Darius lane, so I'm on a high, you know.
Hey, but you nullified the Darius pretty early on, so talk
That
to me.
that matchup is brutal. Yeah. First game, Alawi into Ornn. Both games were losing matchups, but Alawi uh built the Bramble first, and then just like was really feeling myself dodging the E's and the Q's. That's like if you get hit by an E and you get shoved in her tower, it's really cooked. But that's pretty much it. Both games just played to scale, played safe, went down a couple CS early, and then just played from there. I think our team works a lot better when Moxian just scales and farms and focuses bot side. I just play weak side, but you know, same shit, different day, different season.
Yeah, the weak side king, bro.
That's me, baby.
Hey, talk to me about that ignite, dude. Was that you just slapping dick on the table, just saying I don't need no flash or none of that shit, dude? I'm gonna fight you. Is that what that was, or was that just that your standard? Or was that because it's Zach, or was that because it's all?
No. So I watch a ton of macro, the Orn goat, and
Yeah,
his philosophy that I agree with is you just if you don't think you need flash in the matchup, which he allow matchup, you really don't. You just like E out because you can't interrupt your E. It's essentially just a flash, and you're much better having the TP to get back to lane early and then ignite to actually win the trades when you can all enter.
love that. Love that mentality. That's a good
Yeah.
way to. Thanks for the insight, bro.
hmm
Um, this is your team's first directly games. You guys had a bye week one, correct?
Yeah, we had a bye week one.
So this is
So
your guys' first official series.
first debut.
Nice. Talk to me about that. Talk to me about your team. Where do you guys think that you fall in the ranks? How you guys meshing? Talk to me a little bit about your team this season.
We're meshing really good. Mike is a good shot caller. Vibes are good. We just need to work a little bit on our calming. Like less so, oh, this guy's here, and more so, this guy's here. I need you to come. Uh, but yeah, figuring out that Moxian's going to be more farming and not focusing topside is definitely a step in the right direction. So
100%.
feeling
And
good.
that pairing, game one between Johnny and Moxian was nobody can allow the Nocturne anymore because Johnny is extremely aware of everything that's happening on. For me, Johnny was
Mhm.
MVP. He had so many flanks. He played extremely well every time, and him and Moxian as a pair, game one, just solo carried that game. It was just nothing that they could do. They found themselves alone one too many times. Um, it was incredible to watch. You can watch back the game, and you'll see I did nothing but praise it. So your team looks extremely strong. Where do you think you rank in the whole nine? You guys,
Um,
I'm asking you
we're
because if I ask
definitely. I think
Vendetta, ugh,
we're top three for sure, but
I'd
I'm
agree.
really scared of Tai's team.
I'd agree. For me, I think Tai Tai seed one, but I think you guys one of the only teams that can really go bang for bang with Tai Tai's team this season.
hmm
So I'm really excited to see that. Is there any team that you are excited to play against? Is there any matchup, any person in the top lane you're excited to play against this season?
Ooh, I have to look and see who's cooking up in the top lane. Who do we got in the top lane this season?
I'm not there to put
Gotta
you in a
choose.
blender this season, bro. But Bibu on
Oh,
my team, he's different. He's different.
ooh.
He'll first time a champion to you, dude. No fucking questions asked. He does not care.
I mean,
And
that was kind of Zach
he'll go
a little
bang for
bit.
bang.
Zach was just picking the counter matchups.
Yeah, Zach was abusing counter match. Hey,
hmm
you played it well, dude. So talk to me about the enemy team. Is there anyone you were scared of game one, game two? Um, and yeah, just chuck an
Um,
MVP in there and we'll good day, brother.
I'm always terrified of Cheney. Uh, especially like we were just spanning out Cheney's pool pretty much both games. As soon as I saw him in the Janna, I was less scared. I'm way more scared when Cheney's on a mage.
You guys did a really good job of just. I mean, I think every team's gonna do that into this team. Sadly, I think Cheney's gonna have a real rough time playing huge comfort bot lane because I think it's just gonna be the only place that you. Yeah, your bot lane did an extremely good job nullifying Cheney and Ari Meow's game one. I don't know how they did it on Senna and Seraphine. I do know how they. Not gonna beat a dead. um, yeah, they did an extremely good job game one and game two. Vendetta proving that his Twitch is something to be scared of. Played a really good game two, showing up for his team. So you guys played great. It was really fun to watch. Look with the rest of the season.
Yeah, likewise. Looking forward to playing you guys.
Steady on now. I know you're running a high, but steady on. No, I'm just kidding, bro. You'll shaft out with Vibey. Yeah. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Appreciate the games. Some really good games. Really methodical play. Great series. Congrats to Perfect Johnny for MVP. Congrats to you guys for your first 2-0, and good luck this season.